Ooh, looks like we got a little sage that's growing in here. Yes, sage and bluebells are growing on in. That's awesome. You know, if we had strawberries, we could graft them with the bluebells. That would actually give us our grapes, but I don't remember when strawberries are actually in season or where we can actually find those. I think they're in season in summer, if I remember correctly. I think I remember reading that at some point there, but I'm not entirely sure. So let's go ahead and get him all nice and rested up there. I'm going to let him sleep in just a little bit. Market day is a rough day. It's serious business. You got to make sure that you recoup yourself for that next day there. So we'll get him a full set of energy going on. We'll have him take a quick bath because obviously, you know, he doesn't stink too bad there. I mean, obviously that one bath a day seems to be doing its business there. Standing outside and sweating your butt off while trying to talk people up. Not a single bit of perspiration dropped off of his body. He's so damn confident. We need to have him focus a little bit on charisma today as well. That way we can get that up there. Gardening skill, we got to make sure that that's going up as well. So I want to make sure he maxes that all out because part of his, what's it called? Part of the rules for the first gen is to actually get that aspiration up. I believe it's aspiration level 3? Or up to, yeah. So we need to achieve level 3 of his aspiration before becoming an adult there. So obviously we're right on schedule. He's already at aspiration level 2. All I need to do is actually evolve some different plants there. And then we'll get him up to that point. No, he's still on 1. Oh, my bad. He needs to achieve level 4 in gardening and then evolve 5 different plants there. So he's well on his way. I think we'll be good. All right, let's wake him up. Let's take a quick little bath there. So pop on into the bath, take a quick bath. We'll run on down, have a quick little breakfast, try to our scrambled eggs again and see if we can not try to burn it this time. Just go scrambled eggs with bacon. I'm going to have some scrambled and eggs. And he obviously didn't clean up after himself. So before that, how about we do the right thing and clean all this up, clean that mess up. That way it's just not just a pigsty in here. And then, oh, what was I doing? Downstairs. We'll go ahead and we'll have our quick little meal here. So let's go on over, have our scrambled eggs with bacon. A lot better said. And then I think, oh, these are still dripping there. So I wish it would tell you like how much longer you had until you could actually pull that off. I guess you just have to keep checking back and seeing when it's no longer dripping anymore. That way we can have that all nice fresh clothes. He gets a little bit of an extra, like I think it's a happy boost. Whenever he has that, like a little bit of a happy boost, or you get a happy +1 for wearing clean clothes. It's a nice little booster benefit from that there. We'll have him eat his food and then come on out and actually harvest everything, which we got a pretty good amount to harvest. Same amount as yesterday there with the mushrooms, with the carrots, with the parsley. But then now we got our bluebells and our sage in, which is really nice. So we're going to have quite a bit to actually harvest here. We should probably take a couple of what we gain off of these bluebells and stick them on this row and actually finish that whole little area out there. So we'll say harvest all. We'll get all those things there and then possibly even pop on in and do some research as well to help out with the getting like his skill up there, because I think you get a little bit of extra skill by researching your plants as well. Still so much to learn about the actual gameplay of here. It's basically a learning experience for me. So let's see. Clean all this mess up, if you would not mind. I mean, clean home, happy home, be the way to say it. Somehow I got a cup off of that plate there. Really odd. I don't remember having tea. Clean that all up and then go and get our little bit of scrambled eggs and bacon. Let's see if he ends up burning it this time there. So, I mean, you look at it, it's like, how many eggs do you have inside of that bowl? Like 16 eggs to fill up a big quart bowl like that? It's like, do you really need that many eggs? He's a protein kind of guy. Ooh, no burning. A little bit of seasoning. Spin it around there. There you go. You got it, Patrick. You got this. You got this. Woo! First bit of scrambled eggs that aren't burnt. Quality, normal. That's fine. I think that's okay. It's better than having burnt eggs, if I say so myself. All right, so we'll go ahead and have that, eat that all up there. He'll come out and have a little bit of fun just by doing his gardening and everything. And then we need to make it a point to go on over to the actual bakery today. So we'll go and we'll get, like I said, we'll get all this harvested up. We'll head on over to the bakery, see if we can catch the actual owner, so the baker there. If not, then we'll have to go like over to the bar or maybe one of the generic lots. Just kind of like hunt around and see where we can find him. That way we can give him his carrots. Because it's like, hey, I know we started off on like the wrong foot there, but I want to actually give a little bit of I wouldn't say a consolation, but like what would you call that? Like, this is for you. Something like that there. Very energized. What is he feeling so energized? Sunny aspect. excellent holiday, fresh air, nicely decorated. So he's just getting like all sorts of boosts. So I don't know like what we get from like being very energized. Like maybe that keeps like his energy from going down so quickly. I would think so. Like maybe that keeps him like really like from getting so tired so quickly. So I need to actually look into that and see what that's all about as well. Because I know these pop up and they kind of control your whims a little bit. Like you'll see certain things that pop up from your whims there. But past that, I'm not really sure like all the benefits. I know it like changes some of the things that you can do. Like for instance, I can exercise and just do random push-ups out here. But I think his body is pretty fit how it is. Just living off the land, you kind of already get your own sort of physique just for being out here and just doing the hard yard work. So I think Patrick's good. I wonder why we don't have to water any of these. Like I haven't had to water any of these days or any of these plants for a while. These need to actually be watered though. These for some reason don't. Or those. Huh. I wonder. I guess, if they're not actually growing, I don't actually need to water them. Or these need water as well. So I guess it's just getting to that point where they're about to flip over where they don't need any water any longer. Or where they actually need water, I would say so. So let's go ahead and get all these guys all nice and watered up there. Water. Why? Really? Why is it snowing? Why is it snowing? It's the 4th day of spring. Sun snow. The heck? What is sun snow? We can't actually like look at it like any tooltips. You would think there'd be like some sort of tooltip or something. So it looks like we're all watered up and everything. No, you're not going to run in there and go grab it. Well, I guess we probably should give him a little boost of his. We'll have him go to the restroom. Give him, again, another little boost of fun there. We'll do the reel it in. And then we'll have him go and actually travel to go over to the bar there. Maybe the bar. We'll go to the bakery first and see if anybody's there. So have him use that potty. Go get a little bit of fun because we want to make sure that he's in like the best mood as he possibly can be in. Oh, he just apparently had the book in his pocket. Or he took it to go to have a quick poo with it, so that's fine. Honestly, really? Can you read the book like I told you to read? Read the book. Reread it. You need fun. You obviously need fun, Patrick. You obviously don't know what you need. All right, let's get that all the way up to about... Again, right around like halfway, maybe a little bit more there. I don't want it to end up being like too late. Obviously, I think the Energize does affect the energy like lowering here because it doesn't look like it's dropping as fast as I would expect it to. All right, so let's go ahead and travel from the lot there. So we're going to go and head on over to our, what's it called? Our bakery there. And see, it's the bakery in our general store to see if we can catch the baker. Go and give him a quick little present. So looks like he may not even be there. So we're going to go and confirm that travel. Where does it say he's at? Where is that? What is that? What is that lot? Oh, that's probably his home. That's right. Well, let's go visit his home then. Don't ask how we got his address. I mean, obviously we're asking around. We're asking where like everybody lives because it's a small little village. I mean, obviously everybody knows where each and everybody lives there. So why wouldn't we visit his home? Hey, well, what do you know? What are you doing here? How about that? Funny fetching you here at your own home. Don't mind me. I'm not creepy at all. But let's do a little bit of a funny introduction or friendly introduction there. Oh, hi. Hello. Bert Baker. Now let's go ahead and discuss his interests and just see what he's all about there. Say what is it that you like to get into whenever you're here and in Darnshire? Like, what's your favorite things to do there? And let's go ahead and give him a heartfelt compliment and just say, you know what? Like, I was there at your store the other day, and I just want to tell you, like, you do a really good job of keeping your store ran there. Like, your employees seem to really be enjoying themselves. You got a wonderful set of stock that's there. I was able to get my seeds from your shop there as well, from your little general storage area. I was able to start off like a really successful day when it comes to like my actual my market day there. So I greatly appreciate you. And I just want to say, I really, really, really love your apron. If I have to say so myself, I kind of wish I had my own apron along those lines there, and not even to get started on that actual hat. But more importantly, I wanted to go ahead and give you a quick little gift here. So that would be more choices. Where's the gift? Hey, don't run off. I'm trying to give you something. Rude. Why is he so rude? There's like so many different interactions here. Give gift. There you go. Friendly gift. Let's go ahead and give him... Oh, I don't want to give him all my carrots. Fine, we'll give him all of our carrots. It's fine. I was going to say, please don't go inside. Please don't go inside. I swear I'm not creepy at all. This is for you. I heard that you wanted to start a new little bit of like baking inside of in your bakery there. So here's some carrots. You don't like my carrots? See, he just feels so sure of himself. I don't know why he doesn't like my carrots. I mean, there's some pretty good quality carrots. Maybe it's because the quality are kind of crappy. Maybe because I need to evolve them a little bit. You know, I'm trying, okay? Like, I really am trying, Bert. I don't know why you got to hate me so much. You're going to make this really hard for me. I'll just go and hang out with Mr. Winemaker. He comes into my house and eats my cheese crackers. So he obviously likes my thinking, my company. There's the word for it. That one actually hurt just a little bit to try to find out that word there. All right, so at least we got a charisma skill. That's probably going to help out as well. I mean, those little things help out as far as like being able to sell better and everything. So maybe that's the best thing we can do is actually try to work with the hard to work with people. Look at that. Our relationship just went up like hardcore. Look at that. I don't know what made it jump so high there, but we got we went from in the negatives all the way up to a 15. That's not too bad there. Let's go ahead and discuss interests once more. We're going to give him another heartfelt compliment. So more choices. I keep passing it. That little one that has the green on the front of it. There we go. We'll do that. And then we're going to ask about his actual career. Like how long he's been baking in Darrenshire. Like did he used to actually bake before? Is this like his first time actually getting started like in like an actual town there, making a name for himself? Just kind of keep that little like friendly conversation going there. Try to boost up that little bit of friendship. That way it'll make it a little bit easier, you know, when we go to, you know, have little parties or gatherings or anything. Maybe he'll actually want to come and join. And we'll do a little quick, how is he unemployed? He should own that shop there. He should not be unemployed. That's very weird. Game, what are you even doing? All right, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll have him get that relationship up there just a little bit. We're already at 21. That's not too bad. And what we need to do, since I completely forgot about it, we need to actually sell everything from our bounty there, minus some of those bluebells. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and head home. We're going to go and plant some of those bluebells to make sure that we don't sell those guys there. We'll have some extra plants for us to actually gather. And then that'll help out with like getting that income boosted up there. But I think once we get to the point where we have more bluebells, we probably need to plant a couple more carrots and like get our garden pretty boosting there. We may have to go and actually hire a hand. So that's probably what we'll end up doing next time is actually hiring a hand to come work on the lot with us and everything. So first things first, let's go ahead and pull out some of these bluebells here, place them all down on the lot where they need to be. We'll go ahead and we'll have just a full line of bluebells here. You, and you. Take this and actually move it over where it needs to be. What were these? Those are spinach. But carrots, yes, we need to actually plant a couple more carrots. We probably should have did this yesterday for like that actual like bounty there. A bit of sage. We got a little bit of sage. I'm going to make sure that we have some to actually sell. So we'll go ahead and we'll put all those guys down there. And then finally, with our parsley, let's go ahead and put a couple lines of parsley as well. So here, here, and here. That's going to fill up our garden pretty well there. I mean, obviously, there's some extra spots here for whenever our spinach plant comes into season. They don't come into season until winter. We probably could do with maybe a couple extra carrots. We'll kind of move them up here on this little spot as well. That way we can get an extra bit of harvest when it comes to that. And then with our mushrooms there, we obviously need to put a couple more mushrooms. They don't sell that high, but it's still good to have those out there just in case. And then we obviously we have plenty of bluebells. Those things, you harvest so many off of the actual plant there. I think you get like 6 per. It's ridiculous how much you get there. Or maybe just 4 per. Parsley, we just put some down here. Do I want to put an extra little bit of parsley? We get 2 for it. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I think we'll be good with just that there. Well, you know... We may actually go and explore and see. We might find some extra plants around. I think those blackberries that grow in the neighborhood there, we may be able to squeeze a couple of blackberries. Let's go ahead and sell all these guys here. We got 200 for those bluebells, which is absolutely fantastic. Sages, we got, or sage, just sage. We got $33 off of that there. So, I mean, we had a pretty good amount of money. I mean, it's going to help out when it comes to those bills there. Let's see here. So our wild blackberry bush has not grown at all, so we can't really do anything about that. I mean, there's a couple of them that will actually like pop in, but I'm not seeing any sort of like bloom or anything on them. So I'm wondering if they're not in season until like maybe summer. Actually, you know what? That probably makes sense. They probably aren't in season until summer. Apple trees are popping up there. I don't see anything that we can harvest off of them, but they definitely are there. And then our usual little like haunt over here. Where are you at? Over here. So we have our mushrooms that are growing on that side there. We really don't need to go and pick extra mushrooms. We have some more bluebells that are out here. We don't really need extra bluebells, so we're good on that side. It looks like we have another plant, another blackberry bushes that are like over here, but of course they haven't sprouted yet because they're probably not in season. And then that one little spot that's like tucked over here, that little area, this little grove, there's some couple of extra lemons that we could probably pull off of there if we really wanted to. The cherry trees aren't blooming as well. We probably just need to keep an eye on them. They probably aren't in season. I think that's just what it really is. They're not in season there. And I think you can tell based off the little blooms, maybe, that's if they're in season or not. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe that's just only happens in the spring. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know, but I don't know. We got a couple of bluebells there. It's not anything worth going in and actually like going and trying to harvest there, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them. But who's out here just hanging out at the little fishing spot there? Hernando Levert. Hello. Enjoying that actual waterfall. It's actually a really beautiful little spot here. I want to say like Windenburg is one of my most favorite little spots to actually come and, you know, like play in and enjoy. The whole countryside of it is just really beautiful. It is one of my favorite lots, or like one of my favorite worlds, to be honest. All right, so that should be good. I'm going to have him come and actually plant all these guys. So let's go and plant you, and then we'll have to water them as well. Obviously, his stats are pretty high up there, so we don't have to worry about that too much there. So I'm going to go ahead and just let him kind of just burn through those plants there, and then we can continue on from there. There we go. So we got all of the plants actually all planted up and everything. And it looks like we got up to level, reach level 4 of gardening there. So it looks like he's now able to talk to plants to fulfill social need and harvest plants in a nearby area. So he's able to actually harvest like multiple plants at once, which is really awesome. We're not going to eat applesauce though. What I need you to do first, Patrick, is actually water everything. So you didn't get a chance to actually go through and water. You got all of them actually planted. I kind of wish that snow would water them. It would be awesome. I mean, technically, snow is water. It's just frozen water. You think it would work that way. But at least when it comes to watering, he can actually water multiple plants in the vicinity. So you see he kind of hit all 3 of those at one time there. So it should go fairly quickly. He's hitting 2 at a time on these guys here. He's going to have to take 1 extra one on that spot there. But that helps out as far as like getting all those things watered. If I kept them close enough together, like how I kind of grouped them in like sets of 2, that probably would have been smarter when it comes to actually watering up your plants there, because you see he has to hit every single one of these guys. So I would probably say like plan out your farm to be a little bit better than like what this is here, and keep them in groups like that. That way it'll be easier when you go to actually go in and plant all those guys. I may actually fix the farm, to be honest, for like the next episode there. I could probably take these guys and actually move them over, since you can either just grab plants and just move them around in the build mode there. It'd probably be a little bit easier. Just kind of like move this over, put that path right here, so on and so forth. It may screw up something along these lines here as far as like my symmetrical little area, but I think that's perfectly fine. I don't think that's an issue at all. We probably should invest in some bees as well. So if it's $24.64, how much does the bees actually cost? Let's go look at that guy. If we just search bees, or just bee, the beehive is $265. I mean, that's not bad. I think they go all year round except like what's it called, winter. So it may be worth actually investing in these guys. Then we can get a little bit of honey and sell on that as well. But we're gonna hold off on that. We won't get the bees just yet. Maybe we'll first start off with the actual farmhand. Get what it is that's actually needed first, is like that actual help, because we're gonna have a lot on our hands as far as getting this up. And then maybe we can look into actually getting a beehive there, like 1 or 2, to help pollinate everything, make these evolve a little bit faster, and get ourselves some extra honey to be able to sell on market day there. So I think you can sell the honey for a pretty good amount if I'm not mistaken. All right, so it looks like he's got everything watered there. Should I let you? Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll just let him go to sleep there. We'll have him go to sleep. We'll have the next day we can actually start off with like our hunger there. And then when it comes to the next episode there, we'll have him go on out and actually go and pull in a farmhand. So we're going to actually head on over to the school and try to like talk around to see if there's anybody that maybe like academic is not for them, kind of like how Patrick was, where, he's done like the whole, businessy like types of things, but it's just like, it just wasn't for him. He much more preferred being like with the farm there, like being like on an actual farm, working the land and everything. There might be some kid that's over at the schooling that may be just like that he'll be able to find. So we're going to keep an eye out for that kid, and we'll see just what we can do. And then when it comes to that point there, we'll have him join in on our household, have him live with us there, like actually live on the farm. We may even go the harder route and actually pay him for his services there, which I think for hard mode, I had said that we need to pay him how much? 150 simoleons each day per hand. So, as long as we're making a pretty good amount of money, I think that's a fair amount. So we may actually go that hard mode there just to make it a little bit more interesting and shake things up and see just what it's going to take to do something awesome there. But guys, hopefully, like I said, you're enjoying the series there. I wanted to make sure that we keep these episodes short. I know my first episode was semi-long when it came to like actually explaining everything. I'm going to make sure that we keep these all nice and short, so we'll keep them to like 2 to 3 day segments there as we work our way through the actual series. We'll make this a pretty long, like drawn out series so that we can have a lot of fun with it as we progress through everything. I'm really excited to see what it ends up going with. But like I said, next time we'll try to go and get ourselves a new farmhand to join in on the lot there. We'll continue building up our farm, maybe get some bees, maybe like we can continue on with that story there, and then just keep on going as far as trying to get our relationship with everybody, with Burt Baker, with Mr. Winemaker there, with the actual what's his name, the bartender. We'll just try to make a lot of good friends when it comes to everybody. But next time we'll see how that goes up there, and I'll see you over back on the channel there next time whenever we get that next video. I appreciate all you folks popping on in. Make sure if you like these videos, as you go and you hit that subscribe button, and if you like to see some builds, because I'm an avid builder when it comes to the Sims 4 there. I do all of my builds live on Twitch. I see all the speed renders that you see in my channel. You can find all of those guys over on Twitch there, where I actually build those guys live. So it'll be lovely to see you all there. But have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being awesome. See ya.